Hi, you don't know me, and that's okay. The light is so bright, oh my gosh. But hello, and welcome to Random Thoughts with me. I'm looking at my computer because I did actually plan all of this out, even though it's a very simple topic. I just wanted to plan things out, you know. I like making PowerPoints. I made a whole PowerPoint, but it's just colors. Today, I'm just gonna talk about colors. All right, so today I'm going to discuss colors. We have the primary colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors, complementary colors, and I'm also going to talk about a few other things. This is probably going to be a review of grade school art class for most people, but it doesn't hurt to review. And I do want to disclose that this is not a color theory video. I am not a teacher, but I am a college graduate with a degree in art, and I just want to use my degree somehow. So, before I continue, I do want to specify that the colors I'm going to be discussing today are not related to digital art or colors as they relate to physics. According to West Texas A&M University, amongst other resources. The primary colors for additive color systems, such as computer screens, are red, green, and blue. And the primary colors for subtractive color systems, such as ink when you're using a printer, are cyan, yellow, and magenta, and black, which is why you need to buy those colors when you need to refill your printer ink. So I am not the most familiar with this part of the color theory, but I did think this was a cool fact and I wanted to share it with you guys. Any hoozles, today I am going to focus on this color wheel. If I can do that. It should be right here. If it's not, I'm deeply sorry. And for this color wheel, red, yellow, and blue are the primary colors. This usually has something to do with painting or drawing. And like I mentioned briefly, cyan, yellow, magenta, and black ink are, they're able to print these colors on paper successfully. That's not the focus of this video today. So when it comes to media like drawing and painting, red, yellow, and blue cannot come from a mixture of other colors that exist. They are used, however, to create other colors. The primary colors, I keep hitting the wire that's connected to my camera. We have red and yellow make orange. Blue and yellow make green, and red and blue make violet or purple. We have RGB, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, which is a dark bluish purplish color, and then violet. So it is important to note that especially for certain types of paints, such as oil paints and acrylic paints, there are different variations of each of the primary colors, and that means that when you mix it with another primary color, it may not get the ideal secondary color that you're looking for. And the secondary color, it's like I will go over later, orange, green, and violet. Mixing some of these different variations will impact how close you are to the color that you are wanting to get to. So in other words, green, a blue, and yellow actually looks after you mix it, or how purple, a red, and blue actually looks after you get it. Definitely depends on the type of blue and yellow and the type of red and blue. And that goes for red and yellow as well. All of this to say, only having red, yellow, and blue may not actually get all the colors that you want if you're trying to paint something. So it's actually a better practice to have a wider range of colors if you want to make something, just so that you can get closer to your desired final product. So the secondary colors in review are orange, green, and violet. And now we can move to the tertiary colors on said color wheel. These colors are created by mixing the primary colors and the adjacent secondary colors. So, for example, and they're kind of self-explanatory, red and orange make red orange, yellow and orange make yellow orange, blue and green make blue green, yellow and green make yellow green, red and violet make red violet, and blue and violet make blue violet. Like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory there. The colors opposite each other on said color wheel are the complementary colors. When mixed together in equal parts, the resulting color is a brown, but they can also, like the complementary colors can also be added to each other in order to make a more muted palette, or just a more muted version of the original color. So for example, a little bit of green can be added to red to make it a little bit more muted. It's not less red, it's not completely brown, but it's just less vibrant to say. Sorry, I'm very paranoid that somebody's gonna walk in on me doing this. And as the name kind of suggests, complementary colors can help create contrast in art when they are in close proximity to each other. A really good example are the Christmas colors, red and green. They really help each other stand out. There are also some sports teams that utilize the complementary colors, and their colors do pop, whether or not you like their team or whatever. So a brief side rant going back to color as it relates to physics, in comparison to this current topic. When it comes to physics and light, for light, white is a combination of all of the colors combined. The combination of all the colors combined. While black is the absence of color. And it's kind of in contrast to physical forms of media such as painting and drawing, because for white you can't really mix colors to create it. It's just white, and that's your canvas usually. And for black you can actually mix multiple colors, such as equal parts red, yellow, and blue, or equal parts blue and brown, or etc. Alright, so I have a final topic for this colored conversation. It is color, tint, hue, and shade. I won't go into too much detail, but this is just a quick rundown, and I'll provide a link that you can check out if you're really interested. But the term hue refers to the basic fundamental colors, the primary and secondary colors on this color wheel. The tint of any color, such as primary, secondary, and even tertiary, is just white added to it. Tone is when gray is added to a color, and shade is when black is added to the color. If you have any further questions, feel free to check out this link. That is really the end of this color video. I know this is probably something that you already covered in your grade school art class, but sometimes a refresher can help, and I've seen a lot of videos where people just draw a blank when they're asked about like what's a primary color. Let me know what you think and if I missed anything, because I'm sure I did. I am just a human, but I enjoy art, and I just wanted to talk about it. So and thank you for joining me today, and goodbye. Bye-bye.